Hello and welcome back. I'll start with the usual disclaimer like I always do. Nothing is for sale, nothing is monetized. There are no courses, mentorships, or affiliates or anything else linked to this video that's monetized. There aren't even ads on the YouTube videos. The only link you'll find will be to my Discord. In my Discord, again, there's nothing for sale. It's just general talk, it's just general talk. We got a questions page, got some beginner guide stuff. Very basic. This is a very nice thing you can take home with you. Download it. So yeah, you're welcome to hop in my Discord. Investor guide. It's just basically telling you to buy SPY. And my videos are uploaded there. And I'm there. You can ask me questions there. But yeah, let's get to the video. So on the market, there's nothing really that new. Higher earnings, or we're going to see a SPY climb on that, of course. Beyond that, the Ukraine, Russia, it's already saturated into the market. It's not really something I'd consider important for now. What I'd be looking for is more tariffs. That's something that kicks heavy, and we've noticed that in the last 4 months or so. Yeah, for last 4 months or so, how effective sanctions are at making the market into a complete breakout one for us. I'm not talking about the SPY market. So but beyond that, there's nothing really we're seeing here, or I'm seeing here. Also, there's the situation with Venezuela. I sent a little link on that. This is an interesting video I found. Yeah, ready for war. Talking about the situation in Venezuela. Someone was asking me about what would happen if Venezuela got invaded by the U.S. I mean, it's pretty fucking predictable at this point. SPY would drop like 2,000, 3,000 points, and then America would go into a recession, which means the whole world would go into a recession. Millions of people would die, and it would be great trading Forex. That's about it. Like a million dead Venezuelans from mass bombing and like 50,000 dead Americans. I don't know. It wouldn't be good. But I'm even hesitant to say it, but it would be easy to trade in that kind of market. The breakouts would be huge. It would be very comfortable, but you shouldn't wish death, war, and destruction upon people so you can have a few good months. If you hope for that kind of world, you're kind of morally bankrupt, in my opinion. Regardless, SPY is looking healthy, it's looking wealthy, and it keeps going up. And someone also asked me, why do you keep saying SPY is like going up and stuff? I checked today, it is down. And yeah, it's because I'm on the weekly. I don't care about what happens intraday. I'm not day trading SPY. I'm looking at the general trend of things. You see, we're in a very healthy trend. Essentially, since Trump took office around that period, or before that as well, since November 24, around that, we've been on an upward trend. But the little break when Trump announced all those tariffs on everyone in the world, and then it rebounded pretty quickly. So that's what I mean. For example, another period, yeah. So the Biden period, 22, 24. I shouldn't call it that. That makes it sound politically loaded. And I try to not sound politically affiliated here, because I know it polarizes people and makes them less likely to listen to you. But this 20 to 24 period was very stagnant, annoying period. SPY went down forever, and a little bit of sideways, then up, and then down again, and up. And yeah, you could have bought SPY back in 22 and still be down in 24. That's what I mean. You couldn't have bought back in 24 and been down now. Hell no. What the fuck are you doing then? So let's look at the dollar index. I'm guessing it's stagnant yet. Very, very stable dollar. That's very interesting. So with that, I'm actually not quite excited. I'm not expecting that much. 1 day candles have just closed. Gold is going to open in 30 minutes. Keep that as a reminder. It might have already it might already be open when the video has been released. So there might be not too much of those crazy breakouts today that we like. It's not for now. It's ATL one, right? Yep. That looks interesting. I'm gonna mark that. We're gonna talk about it afterwards. Mark it over here. This is... No, I wouldn't touch it, to be honest. Breakout. Could be seen. You could put in a order for gold. Let me just get it up, actually. And look for a breakout here, but don't get gapped in any direction. Wait for it to open first. Watch the candles a little bit. I'd be looking for something along the lines of this, somewhat above the highs, the previous candle. Keep it very, very, very tight. Move your sell loss with it. Remember, I can only simulate trades as I'm not entering them myself now because I hit my monthly limit. I might open another account to trade on so I can trade with the videos, because I've not been properly keeping track with the trades. Like, for example, last week I was unsure how many percentages we went up because I'm not entering them myself anymore, but I think it was 11. But that was an outliner week. Just look for a breakout here, and I'd be looking for the same here. Don't look for a classic reversal on this one. I went through a classic reversal setup, or the whole setup. It was one as an example, but the rules for the entire setup was there, because the 200 MA is right below it on the 1 day. So this is basically squished between a fucking support area and a resistance area. That's really interesting. And it rebounded quite hard off of this. Just hop down a little bit. Yeah, I did. Let's look at the general trend. So we have no real trend direction for it. So very interesting here. Same would go for here. This would be another breakout. Classic reversal wouldn't be valid here because of the 200 MA. So it would look something like this. Oh, my fucking broken wrist. Something like that. Or if you can get it tighter, that would be even better. Perhaps wait for it to break through, and then when it has broken through, get a solid sell loss on it that kicks you out quick, and 2.0R should be sufficient on entry on a trade like this. Something around those lines. We'll monitor them though. I'll post them in the Discord. Why can't it give me like, why are the candles so? Alright, I'll just put it here. So let's post this in Discord. Hell yeah. It's quite the start to the week here. It's not all the time I get setups on the Monday. Waiting for candle close and then boom, seeing setups on the Monday. Actually, technically, this isn't a breakout. This will be a continuation. No. Now, what am I talking about? It hasn't touched the support and or it has. Wait, I'm fighting myself because it has touched the 200 MA. So it is de facto a continuation. A continuation requires it to bounce down to support again and then create indecision, right? That will make it a de jure continuation. But since it has created indecision at 200 MA, that is technically on support. So de facto, it is a continuation trade. But in effect, it doesn't really matter what we name it. So I'll just say 2 potential breakouts. If you watch the video, you'll learn a little bit from that regardless. So there we go. That's all I've got for now. Thank you for watching. If you got any questions, you can leave a comment on the YouTube videos. I always answer comments. You can also hop in the Discord, which will be linked. You can ping me or ask shit. I answer there as well. Again, there's nothing for sale. I've started not answering DMs as much because I notice it really kills off the Discord. Previously, everyone used to just DM me. So if you're DMing me and I'm not answering, unless it is for a specific thing, like when I mentioned in the questionnaire that we recently had for this one, what I was saying, that someone, you can DM me if you don't want to give up your country of residence. Beyond that, I try to keep the Discord alive, bro, because it's more fun than DMing with a bunch of other dudes, yeah. Anyways, so fuck y'all. Have a good day. Have a good rest of the week. I'm gonna keep drinking my iced tea. Oh shit, that shit is good, bro. And watching these trades, and I'll see you. Bye bye. It's not turning off. No, I am having problems with OBS. For what? My whole shit is fucked. Well, bye bye, guys.